Hi everyone. Um, yeah, I just felt like I needed to do a video about this because I'm having trouble writing right now, and I've been wanting to speak about this for a while. As far as things that have helped me with my chronic pain that have stigmas attached to them. So the reason why I started my blog with speaking about and allowing giving a picture about what it's like to go through FMT, fecal transplant, is because of all the stigma that surrounds it. And it's been extremely helpful to have done that. It's cheap as hell. I don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on all these meds that really didn't help me very much. And if it was if there was less stigma attached to it, if it was more accepted within the medical system, then it could help so many other people out. So that's why I wanted to talk about such personal things as getting someone else's poo implanted in my colon. Yeah, that's what I did. And so the next thing that I want to speak about is medical marijuana. So although I live in Nelson, and when I mention the word medical marijuana, I have an insane amount of information coming my way because everybody's got something to say about medical marijuana in good, helpful ways. Just there's a lot of information in my little town of Nelson about it. So I'm in a little bit of a bubble here, but the stigma still lies within the province as a whole, the country as a whole, and especially in the medical system. So when my doctor in Toronto realized that none of the chemical drugs helped me, they really, because my gut was such a fragile state that any chemical drugs were just making me worse. So I would get all of the side effects and none of the benefits, and I would find myself in so much more pain than before I took the medications. And even the really mild ones that it was on for a while, one of the side effects was loss of memory, and that I was losing my memory like crazy. I couldn't remember my friends' kids' names and all these things. So the chemical drugs just were not working for me at all. And they really felt that medical marijuana would be the best for me. And so being in Nelson, I could try it out, see what happens. And it was the first time in 10 years that I was pain-free for a whole 6 hours. So I say pain-free, it's more that because I have migraines every day, it's not that the migraine wasn't there anymore, but my whole body could relax. So because I have migraines every day, my body's under such constant stress to just deal with the fireworks going on in my head that, it could just relax, and my jaw would relax, and so it just didn't feel as intense, although it was still there. And so that was amazing to me. So, but what happened is, because marijuana is not legal, decriminalized, doctors don't really know that much about it. There's a small percentage of them that actually do. So he did say, yes, go for it. Medical marijuana will be good for you. Do it. And then that was when I was like, well, how do I take it? What do I take? Like, I live in Nelson. People are telling me there's like butter and oils and smoking it and vaporizing it. And like, what the heck do I do? Because, that's what doctors are usually there for. You take this much at this time, on that day, and ta-da, that'll be great. But they really didn't have any information for me except for, it's going to help you. Okay, fine. So and then when I got to Nelson and was like, well, where do I go get it? Like, nobody was there to help me as far as doctors go. And then everybody else that was around me, there was just too much information for me to decipher what actually was going to be good for me. So anyway, so really what I had to do was talk to Tom O'Brien, the doctor in California, who is very versed in the use of medical marijuana, and he gave me like a plan, a protocol to follow, and that was really helpful. Oh my God, I have lots to say about this. Anyways, so if this could become part of the medical system where a doctor is at least better versed in those two things, FMTs and medical marijuana, I feel that it would change a lot of people's lives. Especially those like me that are so sensitive, that their guts are so damaged by chemicals, that chemical drug systems is just not, it's not helpful. It's not. Because I do believe that chemical drugs have their place. That's not what I'm trying to say. I still have to take anti-inflammatories for colitis and those things, and you know, they're helpful, but a lot of things were not, as far as pain relief was concerned. Anyways, so what's happening right now in BC is that there's a petition out to that you can sign so that we move forward decriminalizing cannabis. So if you live in Nelson, I know that you can go sign the petition at Oso Negro. So can you please go do that? They need a lot of signatures. Just like they needed to abolish the HST, we need as many signatures to decriminalize cannabis. So please go grab an awesome coffee at Oso Negro and sign the petition. Or if you're like me, a chamomile tea, because you can't have coffee, but that's cool. And they have gluten-free cookies there, so you can do that too. Okay, so, and if you're anywhere else in BC, you can go on the site. I'll just link the site to this little, really a little too long video about all this. Okay. Have an awesome day, everyone, and thanks for listening to my rant. Bye.